Hello and welcome back. My name's Jeff, and today we are playing more Super Worldbox. Today, I've set up another gigantic map. This is the absolute largest that maps get, and I've done something a little different. All four of the factions are human. So we all know that humans will obviously get along with each other very well. And yeah, nothing can possibly go wrong. They have a plethora of resources in all of their little biomes. That way I don't have to micromanage that. And we will just see how they do. They are developing at relatively equivalent rates, which I would expect since they're the same race, same culture, and all that. Yeah, they really have no reason to fight each other other than greed. Greed undoes us all. Actually, Athena seems to be growing a little bit faster than the others. There's definitely a lot of random number variables going on. I don't fully understand how this game works, to be quite honest. I did turn off aging, I did turn off hunger, and I did turn off rebellion. So the kingdoms will not fight within their own kingdoms, but obviously they're going to end up killing each other, which will be fantastic. So let us see the humans do battle. I was going to say the human wars, but I was about to say most wars that I know of are human wars. Sad panda. We'll be back when something interesting happens. Okay, it's been about 100 years, and now two of the empires are actually at war. We have the Great Kashin going to war with the Data hegemony. The Umikovo hegemony and the Alalad hegemony are both just kind of chilling out for now. They're happy to get along, but apparently hello. The Great Kashan are not messing around. They are going straight in, and it begins the great war between humankind. Now, what's interesting is that when it's humans fighting humans, they don't seem to be burning the buildings down. They seem to be like conquering the various buildings and using them for their own. It doesn't seem like the population is changing that dramatically when they conquer it, so I don't know what is actually required to conquer a village, because I would have assumed they had to exterminate the population. That does not seem to be the case. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, because they aren't going down to zero every time they change colors. I'll be honest, I have no idea how warfare is supposed to work in this game. But I am getting a kick out of watching it, and the Great Kashan are kicking the crap out of the Data. The Great Kashan have significantly more people than anyone else. They have like 1,100. The Data are the next closest with about 900 or 1,000. Then these two both have about 800. Oh, and they're actually at war too. The Umi Covid and the other one whose name I forget, the Alalad. Yeah, no, they are going in hard. Okay. Well, things are picking up quickly. It seems like there's just a lot of trading back and forth on this border. Oh, but the Great Kashan are going in deep on Data territory. Look at that. The garrison is coming in force, but they are not. It's taken them a long time to take out the Great Kashin, but the Great Kashin are doing plenty of damage. They got pushed back to their land, and now there seems to be a slight stalemate. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth going on. And they're literally trading provinces over here. The Umi Covid have started taking Alalad land, while Alalad takes part of Umi Covid. It is literally just a straight trade. Oh, not so much anymore. What's weird is the Umi Covid have so many more people in the area, but they're not doing all that great. The Alalad, it doesn't look like they have that many people, but they're still decimating these regions. They are taking them handily. Like I said, I do not understand the warfare at all. Oh, that is a great Keshin, still pushing pretty heavily into Data. But yeah, there's two non-stop wars that are just basically at a stale. This is a very weirdly shaped province. Halona? So Helona, it has this little area here, and then it has a single road, which just it's just a strip of land. There's no buildings, there's no nothing, but this is all part of Helona. Data going in for another push. I don't think anything dramatic will happen. Let's look at the world population. Uh, Hanging strong at 5,000, which is pretty sizable. Okay, so yeah, everyone is at peace with the other two that are warring. So it's just a straight 1 versus 1 fight on each hemisphere. Helona is so okay, so it goes up here and then it hooks right. I didn't know a monarchy needed to gerrymander maps or anything, because that is a very gerrymandered province. And look, it just expanded a little bit right there. I don't know why I'm so hung up on that, but I am. This is looking to be an extensive stalemate. Even though Umi COVID may, yeah, no, every bit of progress just gets wiped away. I will come back when this never-ending stalemate seems to have some kind of progress. Okay, I wouldn't call it progress, but something interesting has happened. Data declared war with the Alalad over here, and they declared war with the Umi COVID. Data is getting in over their head, and I think they will be completely crushed very, well, I won't say very soon, but they're going to be the first ones to go down. I think that was a very poor life decision. Okay, they just declared peace with Alalad, which I don't think is going to be enough because, oh, the Alalad is actually at peace with everyone now. Oh, so it's just Data versus both the Great Kashin and Umi COVID. Yeah, the Great Data is absolutely screwed. Okay, here we have both a Umi COVID and a Great Kashin army working together to crush Data forces. There's absolutely no way the Great Data is going to come back from this. That said, they are still maintaining territory very well. They've, oh my gosh, and they're actually taking Helona, which is somehow even weirder shape than it was before, because now it arcs this way and takes. I'm very hung up on Helona's land design. Okay, cut me some slack. Like, really? Why? How? What? Am I the only one who was hung up on that map design? All right, I'll shut up about it for a minute. Oh, we have another development. Alalad has declared war with the Great Kashin. There is just no loyalty. Just everyone is. Well, I guess Alalad was never really, loyal to Great Kashin to begin with, but yeah, no, everyone is just backstabbing and declaring truces and being very diplomatic as they all murder each other. Again, I will come back when there seems to be some kind of change to this never-ending stalemate, because even though Alalad is taking huge chunks of territory, we've seen this before several times. So I will be back. Okay, we have the Great Kashin. Despite starting off as by far the most powerful nation, they are getting just destroyed by the Data and the Alalad. The Alalad have taken a huge amount of territory in the north, and the Data aren't doing a ton, but they're keeping the pressure on. They're keeping them from being able to focus the Alalad threat. And the Great Kashin, they started off as the most powerful, like by a pretty good margin. They fought on equal terms with the Data, who also are now getting crushed. What's funny is the Umi COVID and the Alalad, they were the weakest at first, and now they're looking pretty strong. The Umi COVID have stayed at war with only the Data, which I feel like is a very smart move. And the Alalad have stayed, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. These two powerhouses got into two wars at once, and they just got crushed fighting on multiple fronts. Which I say they got crushed, but Data is still hanging in there pretty firmly. They have about a full grid square worth of territory. It's not all in their grid square, but they have it. So, not writing off Data yet. That said, Alalad comfortably has their entire grid square and about half of the Great Kashin's territory. It's worth pointing out that even though I'm at times 5 speed, simulating 5,500 people, is kind of bringing my game to a crawl. So that's nice. Okay, we have some action going on with the Umi COVID. Apparently, they have declared war on Alalad. I'm assuming to stop their massive takeover of the world. And even though Alalad is in a great position, Great Kashin was in a great position before they got into 2 wars at once. Is it just a free-for-all now? No. Data and Alalad are friends, which will not go great for Data. Data really needs to work with Umi COVID to crush Alalad, otherwise they will snowball. Unless Great Kashin comes back. I don't even know, man. I cannot explain what is happening here. If anyone knows how any of this works, please do tell me, because I feel like I'm just looking at a soup sandwich. Like, things are going every which way for no discernible reason. Stuff's getting conquered, stuff's getting lost. I'm gonna stop making guesses. Honestly, just fight. And there we have it, ladies and gents. The Great Kashin have finally fallen to the might of Alalad, who I believed at first were the front runners to actually win this whole thing. They are the first ones officially eliminated. I say officially because at this point, even if they combine forces, I'm not sure the Umi COVID and the Data just have enough people to actually stop Alalad. Alalad is digging deep into Data territory. And they are actually at peace with the Data now, which is not what the Data should be doing. The Data really need to weaken this massive powerhouse, but they are not, unfortunately. Are they at war with anyone? Yeah, they're at war with the Umi Kovo. I've been calling them the Umi COVID. Okay, the Data have finally declared war with Alalad, and I think it's too little too late, because Alalad has a massive presence across the entire map. So I don't think it's going to work out for them. I think this game is officially set. Oh, and there goes Umi Kovo. So now it is a 1 versus 1, David and Goliath. Data, I don't know what to tell you. This ain't a legend. You ain't the hero. You will not be toppling Goliath today, my friend. But hey, I've been wrong before. Let's see. So I just noticed something interesting. I have the flow of time set to ×5, but since there's so many creatures on the map, there's over 6,000 just running around that they have to process pathing and AI for. It won't let me go to ×5 speed. It is only passing 1 month at a time, because it just cannot handle the amount of stuff going on right now. So we might as well zoom in and get a good look at these guys. Yeah, they are just slaughtering each other everywhere. I can't even tell who is an ally and who is an enemy, because they're all human. They all look the exact same. But they shall murder each other for our amusement. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This looks like the end. Athena is rapidly reducing in population. The swarms of the colossal the Alalad Empire have conquered the entire map. Beautiful. Let's look at the grand capital. This marvelous metropolis of development, technology, and other fancy stuff. And as is customary, we always show the winners our respect in the only way I know how. Ain't it a thing of beauty? This is actually gray goo. They are nanobot. What are they? Yeah, nanobots. And they turn everything into nothing. Let's share the love, because it's gonna take a little bit too long for this to spread the love to the other grid squares. And now we can watch all of these marvelous, beautiful structures just collapse and fade into nothingness. Hundreds of years of the most dominant empire in the world. Thank you all for joining me. My name's Jeff, and I hope you had fun. Deuces.